Take two. Hey guys, Will, just in time prepping. How you doing? Hey, I got a challenge. excuse me, from Hoople's cat. He did a video. I can't remember. I think a few days ago, maybe last week, about how we should act when we come across the border if we're trying to get away from the United States BS going on. So, I thought about it and I thought, well, I'm not going to do a lot of research because I can pretty much just tell you, Hooples. If you guys want to come down here, because he told me to say, make a video about what would happen if uh, they were to come down here. So here's what I'm telling you. If you come down here, you better come down here legally. Right now, we have a president that really doesn't want any foreigners in our country, it seems like. What else is there? Turn off this TV so you guys can hear me better. Listen, don't cross the border illegally. I can tell you that for sure. If you do come across, try to hold sort of a low profile, like a gray man thing, because if they catch you, they're probably going to put you in a holding tank and send your butts back up north. So, best things, if you're going to come across the border, try to do it legally, okay? Don't be sneaking over here. Don't be just driving across at a unmarked borders crossing or whatever, Make sure that you have a passport. If you get stopped, tell them you're just visiting. Do the things that you need to do to keep everything on the up and ups so that our government won't be able to harass you or deport you, I guess would be the right word. But try to learn the ways of the Americans. Don't try to go off of what how the people act on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or anything like that, because those people don't always act like themselves. So before you come down here to the United States, try to study everyday people if you can, because the gray man is the best way to be. Also, you'll notice that we don't talk quite like you all up there, eh? And so you may have to get away from that Canadian lingo that you talk. Another thing would be that if you come down here and you're planning on staying here, that you go ahead and apply for citizenship right away. Try to apply for a visa to stay here. Good luck with that. And then do the paperwork and get into the country legally. As it is right now, nobody's coming in this country without being turned around, it seems like. We have asylum laws in this country, but this president is not abiding by them. So you may want to think about that before you come. There's a lot of things that you may want to think about. One, make sure that you're just, when you come across the border, come across legally. You either tell them that you're relocating here for a job or to look for a job or whatever, but make sure that you come across the border crossing, you get that information entered into their computer so that if you have any problems down here that you'll have a record of why you're here. Another good thing to do would be blend in. Make sure that you know the laws. Make sure that you don't break any laws. Because that'd be giving us a bad name for one thing, and for another thing, you would be ending up in jail. Let's see, what else? How about knowing about the American way, the freedom that we enjoy here. somewhat, and make sure that you're always going to be up and up with your fellow Americans down here. I mean, they're not your fellow Americans, they're my fellow Americans. So make sure that you get along with people, okay? We have a lot of different factions here because we have I feel anyways, it's my opinion, I feel we have more lax, I can't think of the darn name, ethnic groups here. I guess that would be the best way to put it. And not just ethnic groups, but factions. Factions is the word I'm looking for. Because you might come across maybe a KKK guy or a white supremacist. I know there's several different factions that we don't always agree with, but are allowed to do that because we have a freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of this, freedom of that, and so you just want to blend in. Gray man. I know I'm not very funny probably, but I don't mind you guys coming down here at all, but because I've been to Canada several times. When I lived in the state of Washington, it was just a hop and a skip and a jump, and I was up there, I would come up there and enjoy all of your wonderful and beautiful scenery, and why can't you come down here and do the same thing? So if you're going to come down here, make sure that you're going to be doing it legally. That's the biggest thing I could advise you to do, because with all the things that are going on right now in our country, in the United States country, it would be just too easy for them to thump you on the head and toss you in a holding cell, make you go through a bunch of nonsense just to end up back in Canada. I don't know. I think that's about all I can come up with. We drink a lot of coffee here instead of tea. Trying to think of something. Oh yeah, get used to the hamburgers. We do a lot of fast food around here. Okay, that's about it, Hooples. I hope that if you come down here, you do it legally, because we have a really rough government in place right now, and I'd really hate to see you get turned around. So I don't know what else to say. It's going to be a short video because I've just about covered everything you need to get here, Make sure you come through legally. Don't cross the border illegally. Don't slip through one of those gaps along the border. That's all I can really say, because it's going to be tough if you do. You may not get caught right away, but I'm sure, eventually, if you stay long enough, somebody's going to get the attitudes. They're going to say, hey, I don't think this guy's documented. And they'll come and get you. Basically, that's how I feel about it. So, I hope you got a little bit out of this, and you can pass this along to your Canadian friends or whatever, and try to make sure that if they're coming here, they're going to come legally and have fun when you get here, because it's a blast here. That's all I got. So you guys all know that are watching this that I can't do any of this without you guys, okay? And the second thing is, it's God bless you, okay? God bless me. And God bless the US of A. Till next time, have a good time, Hooples.